Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Do you know that we have a place called Baghdad in Uganda? Yes, we do. I'm going there. But before that, come on. I did some pit stops. I was looking for a trading center and I went where I thought it was and I could not find it. So I met boys who offered to show me the well, the spring well that they got. And I also met a road being worked on. We are in Kibuku District now. Yeah. Let it not sound so like fresh. It is very near. Actually, it is neighboring Budaka. It is just a road that separates. You have heard of trading centers, have you? Today I'm going to show you what African trading centers look like. If the word is strange, just put it as a center where trading happens. Ever wondered how people get their stuff into villages and their products they can buy from? These are the places where people get them from, and that video is a beginning trading center. That small hut you see is where they sell fuel for motorcycles. They are sold in what soda bottles, depending on the size, and of course the amount of money that you pay for the fuel also is different. So I'm sitting under a tree where I expected the shops to be not there. Yeah, things change depending on demand and supply, as anybody would know. So I have to continue moving until I find some. We are comfortably sitting under a tree with my colleagues. Okay, so there you see them. Now what do we talk about? Because I'm also lost for words. I was just walking by and I found them and I also decided to join them. So I found a colleague and we are going to the well. They are just, they began working on this road now. It's nice to, to meet places where they do this periodically, because there are some terrible roads this side. You walk through a road and you're wondering if people really care. So let's move with my new friend as he shows me their new spring well. The last time I was this side, this was a well, a normal well, but I think they call this upgrading to a spring well.
I'm Ambrose, while others knows me as Vertex. I come from this village called Dilelia village. This is our well, our spring well, which we use to get water for domestic use. This well was upgraded in 2018. At first we were using cups to get water, but now they have upgraded it. We just put as it is seen, just press the jerry cans and we get water. It's very good water. We use it to drink, to cook, as it is seen. We drink, it is tasted good. has no problem. It supplies people of the other side called the Kakutu, people from this side area, even the other side, Kakubeke, it is like that.
Just imagine from looking for a trading center and you're suddenly going into wells. Water is so important. So another pit stop, I branched somewhere to take some water and drink from the borehole. Now for this one, they also have a chlorine point, a chlorine dispenser. Sadly, there is nothing in there, but the person here has told me that they actually fill it, but I don't know what they mean by periodic supply or something like that. Me, I just drank like the way the people of this way drink it. Let me continue of my journey. Now, what you're hearing behind is a grinding mill for flour. They are in the village and they are diesel powered. When people want to grind food, like cassava, that's where they bring. The most common food this side is called wheat. Most of you know it as kalo. It is millet and cassava put together. Sometimes I've seen people do a mixture with sorghum, but generally this side, to them the wheat is cassava and millet, which is then ground into a fine powder and can be put into hot water. Then the person kneads it into that millet bread. So I'm walking, but the sun is not easy. As the land gets more scarce, the animals have to be fed from the road. Like they would have been in gardens, but this stretch that is part of the road reserve, that's where goats are tied. Of course, it is risks because as animals, they don't know when danger is coming mostly, and you can have accidents of motorcycles or cars. Yeah. As I said before in the other video, don't be deceived by the wide land that you see. because the pressure on that land might be beyond what you can see. A home of 12 people, and they're all depending on some piece of land. You'd expect them to use it maximally. So that means there is no land that can put aside for grazing animals. So they end up on these roads. You're welcome to Baghdad. I walked something like 8 kilometers to come over and see and check the place out, like a trading center that we have in Uganda. This place is located in Kibuku town, almost near the highway from Mbale to Palisa. Like a typical place, I heard of it and I said, well, let me go and see what goes on there and why the name was, why it was given Baghdad. Of course, I'll tell you why it was named that. I've talked to a few people here. But like a typical place, an African town, of course we have shops, we have where people play games, we have children milling around, there's a drug shop. The good thing, the government provided power, there is power. And well, just like any typical trading place, there's trading and businesses that go on. What else can I tell you? One thing you'll be noticing about trading centers is that they are placed in strategic places. If you remember that famous question of why Said moved his capital. Yeah. I'm moving away from Baghdad. I will explain to you when I reach somewhere. As you can see, the sun is on my back. So let me go and find a quiet place. And I tell you how the name came about. Then we can go and see some more other trading centers. But it basically has those few shops that the other side was the bar, where I did not want to go because the moment you reach there, people are asking for money to, yeah, whatever is done in the bar. The other side is the youth who are playing a game. Well, it is basically gambling. It is Ludo and they are gambling. Yeah, you get some money, you go and try to make out of your skill or talent. So I have sat in a place and I can now tell you how the name began. So they say the town was started when the bombings began of the Americans, you know, when they attacked Iraq, when they wanted to remove Saddam Hussein. And so when the bombs were falling, that's when the little town was being created. I think they also had issues at that time and they decided to call it Baghdad. But it's not a strange thing, by the way, in the Ugandan context, because some people are shocked when they come in here and on the taxis we have faces of certain names which are demonized, and of course for the various reasons. But you will come in Uganda and you realize taxis have pictures of Hitler, pictures of Idi Amin, pictures of Gaddafi, pictures of Saddam Hussein himself. So I don't know how I can explain that. All I know is that this side is a word can get, vibe. People don't know the causes why there is, vibe around a particular name because of certain things. Like they do not know the real facts, but because there is some vibe to it, they say, well, we shall move with this. So it's not that Well, I hope it makes sense because I'm not going I'm not trying to defend anything here. It is what you find around Kampala and around Uganda. So that has been our visitation on Baghdad. Let's move to another trading center.